Hello, Sagittarius. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is a special bonus reading. It's a work business reading. Now, I'm doing these special bonus readings because I've got a half price sale this weekend, and this weekend it's on my work business reads. And so, if you're wanting some guidance on jobs, work, your business, if you want to know why changes are happening, what direction to go in, why stuff is happening within your business, and all kinds of stuff, all kinds of guidance from your higher self, then you're going to want to book in for one of those. They're 3 pages long, and I get all of my readings out within 24 hours of you booking them. There's a link up there to book in for one of them, and it makes it 60 Australian dollars this weekend instead of 120 Australian dollars, which is about 35, 40 American dollars right now. So it's an amazing time to book in for one of those. And think really, butterfly, I think a really good time to be getting this kind of thing as well, because there's lots of change going on in people's work, right, and in people's businesses, and in the financial, situation in the whole world as well. Lots of change going on, so it's a great time to get clarity. That's why I'm offering these readings this weekend. So let's have a look, Sagittarius. Generally, what have you guys got going on with your work, with your businesses? Let's see. Got sabotage and understanding, right? Yeah. Now, a lot of other signs in these readings that it's been about the changes that have been imposed on them due to the changes that have that's come about through this virus. It's not through the virus, let's be honest. It's not through the virus itself. It's through people's reactions to that and countries' reactions to that. Um, but you've got something different here. This is saying like whether the world has stopped you from doing something, or your government has stopped you from doing something, or the rules, aren't allowing you to work or your business to work, or whether, the rules are stopping your customers from being, having the finances to be able to give to you. Whatever's going on in that external world, it's nothing compared to what you're doing to yourself, Sagittarius. And so at the moment, whatever's going on, whether you've lost your job, whether there's changes in your job, whether your business isn't working, it's actually all a reflection. Those restrictions are a reflection of the sabotages you're already doing. So this is saying you were already doing it to yourself, Sagittarius. So say, for example, Sagittarius, if you've got a business and it's just kind of like a hobby business, and you're wanting it to be big, you're wanting it to be like a full-time job for you, you're wanting it to really work for you, but it's just kind of staying at that low level, at that, just not doing very much level, and so there's not been that much financial abundance from it. And then along comes coronavirus, and your earnings go down even more, and then you blaming everything on that. It's like, hang on a minute, Sagittarius. You were already doing this to yourself, and so don't waste. It's like, don't get off the path that you were on before. So in that case, you were on the path to abundance. You were learning about yourself. You were learning about your sabotages. And then you suddenly stop learning about yourself because you can blame it on coronavirus. Don't do that. Don't do that, Sagittarius. Don't do that. Continue learning. Yes, coronavirus, or the changes that have happened in the world might be accentuating it. They might make it even more extreme than was happening before. But this is saying, wake up, Sagittarius. The same thing was happening before. You were already manifesting this before. You were already sabotaging yourself in this way before. So don't use as an excuse. Whenever we blame, whenever we come up with these excuses, we just give our power away. Like, this is saying you're giving your power away at the moment. Don't do that, Sagittarius. You've got a chance at really understanding yourself and what you've been doing to yourself. If you've got a job, like another example of this is like Sagittarius is never getting that promotion kind of thing, and then well, nobody's getting promotions now. People are being laid off from my company, and so I couldn't possibly get a promotion. It's that kind of thing. It's like making an excuse for something that was already going on. Don't do it, Sagittarius. Don't do it. Whether you've got a business or a job, don't. You need to understand your sabotages instead and keep on moving forward. So, this happens for everyone, especially if you've got a business. Especially if you've got a business. You've got to do that personal growth. You've got to do it when you've got your own business, because you impact your business more than anything else. The energy that you've got, and people that with their own businesses will know that. You've got to do that personal development because it impacts everything in your business, right? And so if you've got, say, a financial thing, if you're not letting it grow because of your blockages there, you got to work on that stuff, right? You got to work on those sabotages because that resistance is causing you to hold yourself back. And I know myself, I've been in business for 20 years, and every step of the way, like, it never stops. I've always got to do that personal work on myself. I've always got to do that self-growth, that releasing of resistances. It's the biggest part of it. It really is the biggest part of it. And so don't, continue doing that work. Don't use what's happening in the world as a convenient excuse, because you know what's going to happen, Sagittarius. Things are going to start up again, and you're going to be faced with the same problems. So why not work on it now? Why not get an understanding, a deep understanding of your resistances, of your sabotages now, so that when things start up again, be working on that, and then when things start up again, you can fly. Like, you're going to be past it. It's like, don't waste this time. Continue on the path that you were going down. Or maybe before, Sagittarius, you were ignoring those sabotages and you weren't realizing it was you that was holding yourself back. But it always is. Like, it always is. It's never external circumstances. It's always yourself. There's abundance available for everybody. But it's your own energy, your own focus, your own consciousness, your own emotional state that lines you up for things. Or not, Sagittarius. Also, you've got I am heard and prepare, right? Yeah, this is a preparation time. Like I'm saying, don't just sit watching Netflix saying, oh, well, because of all of this, I can't work. Like, don't waste this time because you know it was going on for you before that. And so you can be using this time for self-growth, for learning about yourself, for getting readings, for releasing those resistances, for working on those sabotages. You can use this time. This is a time of preparation. You've been gifted this time. This universe has given you this time. It's like, oh, look, the Sagittarius is struggling with their business. They're sabotaging themselves. I'll give them some time off with this virus so that they can focus on that. And then higher self is like, oh no, they're not focusing on it. Using it as an excuse. So this is a time of preparation. You are heard. The universe has heard you. So you will have been asking, I want success in my business. I want that promotion. You've been asking for that stuff. The universe is giving you the perfect conditions to work on it, to work on whatever's holding you back from that. Don't squander it. Don't squander it. This is what you've been asking for. And maybe what you've been asking for, it's what's been given to you is just the time and that space to work on yourself, because maybe your life is busy, really busy, usually. I've got plenty of time. Generally, I don't know, I'm really busy now, but generally I've got plenty of time to work on myself. And yeah, you need to make that time for yourself. Oh, okay. So for some of you, these sabotages, it's about who you are. It's about not being true to yourself. And maybe you've been doing things that aren't really aligned with you. Selling a bit of a soul, that kind of thing, doing something that's not that enjoyable for you, that's not really in your heart. You're meant for better things. You're meant for things that are more aligned with you and who you are. And you've got to feel it. You've got to feel what you've been doing. So some of you, you've been asking for things, and the sabotage is that you're actually asking for the wrong thing. So it's like banging your head against the wall because you're asking for something that you don't really want, that your heart's not really in, that you're not super motivated to actually do, So this is for you Sagittarius. Is maybe you've started a business, but it's not really aligned with you. It may not be that far off, but it may not be really aligned with you. And you keep on trying to push forward in that way, and you're asking for it and you're asking for it, but you're not feeling what it's really doing to you. Not really feeling what it's doing to you. And so this is a time, this preparation time that you've got now, it's also getting you aligned with who you really are. And actually feeling, how out of alignment that you've been. So feeling it, what I mean by that is feel how exhausting it's been. Feel how exhausting it is to be in a job that you don't really like. And yeah, you might be asking for a promotion, but really, is that aligned with you? It's like, do you want more of that that's not making you feel good? Or do you need to take a side step to something that's actually much better for you? This could be like I know in myself, in my own business, I used to try and do it in a way that other people were doing it, and it wasn't really aligned with me. And now I found this way that's really aligned with me, doing these videos and doing the readings in my own way. And it's really working for me now. And it's only a slight tweak, but it's more of a mindset shift. And then, doing it in my own way. And it could be something like that for you. You've got to feel what was out of alignment for you before, how you've been doing things that aren't really in alignment. This is not saying you've been going dreadfully wrong, Sagittarius. This is saying what you're asking for next requires you to be in even more of alignment with who you really are. It requires you to feel it more of what you've been doing so that you can choose better for yourself. So that means if something is slightly uncomfortable, if something is slightly not right, if something is not like uplifting you and making you want to jump out of bed in the morning and do it, then there's something out of alignment, with what you're doing. And so you can step up, make choices for yourself that are going to be more you, make you feel better, So this is a real gift time for you, Sagittarius, to face what it is that you've been doing and actually make changes that are going to be good for you in your work, in your business. There you go. If you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? How does that resonate with you? I love hearing from you. And don't forget, if you'd like one of those half price readings this weekend, you can book in to get it half price. The link is there. If you're not watching this at the weekend when I'm releasing it, then there's still great value at the full price anyway. So still book in for one of those if you need that guidance. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.